Hey everybody, this is Crazy10. Welcome back to another Pickups and Packages video. It's been a really long time since I've shot a video, guys. It's just been really busy at work. I know you guys are, not looking for excuses or anything like that, but work's finally calmed down a little bit for me, so I figured now would be as good time as any to show you guys the things I've been picking up the past few weeks, almost probably more than a month now at this point. Got several new releases, things from online, things that I found at Disc Replay, GameStop, things like that. So there's a lot of good stuff here. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Probably one of my favorite things, if not my most favorite thing that I've got in this past month or so, is the Zelda Wind Waker HD Limited Edition, Collector's Edition, whatever it's called. This is the one that has the Ganondorf statue. Mine is still sealed at the moment because I don't have a Wii U. This is the first Wii U game that I have, and I'm looking to get a Wii U maybe this holiday season, especially after the price drop. But Wind Waker is pretty much the only Zelda game that I haven't played. I have the original Wind Waker on GameCube, but I just haven't sunk my teeth into it yet. So I think with this would be a good way to get my feet wet with it, start on the Wii U, make it probably my first Wii U game. Although I probably will get Pikmin 3 and Super Mario 3D Land and the new Super Mario Brothers U and all that stuff. I mean, there's a lot of good first-party titles that are out there right now, so there's a good selection of games that are available. So, but this will definitely be one of the first ones that I play. I ordered this around the same time as I ordered the Wind Waker, and that is the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Remix, whatever order those words are in. This has Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, and Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. I played the first Kingdom Hearts. I tried to play the second Kingdom Hearts, and I never really got into the meat of the game. I was just kind of like not in a good gaming place at that point for some reason, so I never really got too far in it. But the Final Mix obviously is supposed to be the definitive version of Kingdom Hearts, and it's never been released in the United States before, so I was really happy to grab this. It was a free upgrade if you pre-ordered from Amazon. It comes with this nice little art book, and the disc comes with it as well. There's the membership card, which I'm not going to show you, but yeah, it comes with the disc, this is the warranty information, and it comes with a little bit of art and stuff like that in here, some story and various things, so pretty cool, a nice little bonus. I mean, I didn't pay any more for this than I would have if I bought the game brand new, so that was definitely a nice little bonus there. And as far as the other two new releases, they probably will come as no surprise. The first one here is Grand Theft Auto 5. This is actually the first Grand Theft Auto game that I've had, at launch. The only other Grand Theft Auto games I actually own, I own the 1 and 2 and London Collector's Edition thing for PlayStation, or maybe it's for PC, I don't know. And then I have the Grand Theft Autos on the PS2, 3, San Andreas, and Vice City. But I don't actually have Grand Theft Auto 4, and this was the first one that I've bought new, as I mentioned. And I've been playing a lot of this. I've probably put, I want to say, 10-15 hours into it so far, which is not a lot. I mean, I don't have a ton of time to play, but I've been really enjoying every amount of time, every little piece of time that I put into this. I really like that it came with the map. I know that that's a big thing that Grand Theft Autos have been doing, and I thought that was really cool. The manual is a little thin, but the fact that it came with the map was really cool. So, yeah, really enjoying this. If you guys enjoy sandbox games at all, this is an exceptional game. You really, really should play this if you get the chance. And I'm sure you probably know someone who has it, and I definitely would recommend at least trying it out if you can't get it for yourself at this point. The last new release that I've got recently is Beyond Two Souls. This is the Collector's Edition, Limited Edition, free upgrade thing that you could get at GameStop. It has the slipcover. It comes in a nice steel book. I really love steel books, and it's just the game and this voucher for the online manual. This came with a lot of digital content though, and it's kind of cool. There's a live theme, there's an avatars, there's a making of app that you can look at stuff. It comes with a soundtrack, and generally I try to get away from all the digital stuff, but I do like the steelbook. I think the steelbook looks great. It's got kind of the really cool grayed out colors and the blue colors, which I really like how this game uses the gray and the blue and the white as the color scheme. I've always been a fan of that color combination, and it looks really good here. And again, this was a free upgrade if you pre-ordered it, so I wasn't about to pass that up. So I have not played this yet, as I mentioned. I actually haven't played Heavy Rain yet, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I used to be a little on edge about this because the David Cage I'm not a huge fan of the guy. He's really into making it hard for people to buy games secondhand. He doesn't like that there's a secondhand market, and that kind of put me off. But I've tried to let that slide a little bit, not be as serious about that anymore, because it's a lot of energy spent just worrying about something that at the end of the day it doesn't really affect me, because if it's used, I'm gonna buy it used, and if it's a good game, I'll buy it new. So there's that. And then I also have had a few things come in from eBay over the past month or so. I've been really trying to really focus in on this, some of the games in particular that I've been wanting to get for a long time, and I have 3 PlayStation RPGs here. The first one that I got in this lot is Threads of Fate. Now this isn't anything that's like super spectacular. It's an action RPG, pretty simplistic. It's just that it's a really basic RPG, but I really like the art style. It's definitely very colorful and animated and just entertaining to watch. And I think I got this for under $20 or something like that, so it was a pretty good deal. And it's a nice quick RPG that you can get into if you're not looking for something like super heavy. Then I've also got Legend of Mana, which I know this isn't supposed to be as good as Secret of Mana, but the graphics in this game are absolutely stunning for a PlayStation game, and the gameplay I've heard is definitely very fun. And I think I finally got this under $30. That was kind of my threshold for this game. I didn't want to pay any more than that, and so I've been really trying to use the auction system more than the buy it nows, and I've been really happy with the results. I've been able to get games for prices that I'm willing to pay. With the prices going up of retro games and stuff like that, it's I'm less and less willing to pay the buy it now prices. So definitely looking forward to giving this a shot soon. And I guess this isn't technically an RPG because it's like a Zelda clone, but I consider Zelda to have RPG elements in it, so for the sake of this video, we'll go there. And that's Brave Fencer Musashi. Really happy to get this. This is something that I've always wanted to get, and I think it's gone down in price in the past year, so I seem to remember this going for 45 plus on eBay, but I could be completely off base. It could be something totally different. But this game is complete. It's got the disc, the manual, and it's got the demo disc, which that was my baseline. I wanted this game to be complete, and I also got this for under $30, which I was very pleased with. Alright, so battery's kind of dying on the camera, so I'm going to try to get through this pretty quick. I did make a run to Disc Replay. I just got an opportunity to do that a few days ago, and I picked up quite a few cool games. I'm really pleased with this. Nothing, out of this world or super crazy retro or anything, but some really solid titles. One of the best things I found there was Super Mario Galaxy 2. This is the non-selects version. It's 100%, well, it's not 100% complete. It doesn't have the Nintendo Club points, but this was only $22, and I know this game has been going down in price ever since the Wii U dropped, but I've been really looking to try to get this around the $20 mark, and I finally got it for $22, and really, really glad to get that. I love the Super Mario Galaxy, the first one, and I've heard this one's even better. A couple PlayStation games. First one is Metal Gear Solid VR Missions. I've been looking for this for a long time, too. I just have not found it anywhere. And I finally found out this disc replay. It was $10.99. It's in really good shape. Everything's there. And it's really cool. This actually has a Vandal Hearts 2 advertisement on the inside, which is really cool. That's another series I need to get a hold of, but those are kind of expensive, so I'm holding out for a deal, I guess. I also found Mega Man 8 Anniversary Collector's Edition. It's supposed to be the one that comes with the anthology booklet enclosed. Unfortunately, this copy doesn't have it. This was $20, which is not too bad for this. There's actually multiple versions of this. There's an Anniversary Collector's Edition, and there's a Collector's Edition like without the anniversary in front of it, and this one is the one that people tend to want more. I was just looking for any version of this game, really. I'm a pretty big Mega Man fan. I mean, I'm not, by any means, I'm not the largest Mega Man fan, but I do enjoy the games, and they're a really, really nice challenge. If I'm looking for a hard platformer, I typically will go for a Mega Man game. So yeah, really happy to grab that. And the rest of these that I got here are PS2 games. So the cheapest one I found there was Okage Shadow King. This was only $6. I've kind of just been on like half on the lookout for this for a while. It's not something that's like hugely on my want list, but my threshold for this, my goal was around $5, and this was $6, and I thought that was pretty good. And with this disc replay, I kind of am getting to know the manager and the owner a little bit. They're a close family, small family. Just it's their family business, and I'm willing to spend a little more money at this one than I normally would, just because I know that I'm helping out this family, and they're really nice people. So it's $1 off of my target, so it's not really a huge deal at the end of the day anyway. But yeah, supposed to be a pretty decent game, although very simplistic and boiled down. So another thing that you can just kind of mindlessly play. I did actually find, let's see here, I found Atelier Iris 1 and Atelier Iris 2. 1 was $16.99 and Atelier Iris 2 was $10.99. There's a third Atelier Iris game, and this is kind of in the same vein as the Monocamia. I think these are like spin-offs or sequels or something like that to the Monocamia series, and I have Monocamia for PS2. I don't have the second one yet. This is like the 6th and the 7th series or entries in the game. They're alchemical RPGs, strategy RPGs. Also, well, they're more action, but there's elements of strategy, obviously, with the crafting system. And then there's like date sims and stuff like that. But that's not really the big key for me. But these are supposed to be very in-depth games, and I was really happy to see them both at the same place for decent prices. I also picked this game up just kind of on a whim. Shadow of Destiny. It's a Konami. Looks like a action RPG of some kind with survival horror elements. This honestly does not look that good, but I know that this is not something that I've never seen this before. I mean, I knew it existed, but I'd never seen it before out anywhere. So, it was on my radar. I figured I'd pick it up, and it kind of reminds me of the Shadow Hearts, just because it's got. I mean, this obviously has a clock on the front, and I think Shadow Hearts was done by Konami as well. I'm probably wrong on that, but it's definitely just something interesting, and it was $10.99, so I'll give it a go and see. But just an interesting game for the PS2 collection. And the last game that I got there was Samurai Legend Musashi. So that's pretty interesting that I got Brave Fencer and Samurai Legend pretty much within a week of each other. It ended up being. This is highly stylized. I don't know if you can see on the back here. Super stylized. I think it's the same artist that did Kingdom Hearts, and he's done a lot of Final Fantasy stuff as well. I did look up the artist, and because I recognize the art style. And this game is super stylized, obviously. Kind of a it's a departure from the original Brave Fencer, but definitely kind of a more over-the-top, cartoonified version of the original. Well, I guess it's not really cartoonified, but like take Brave Fencer Musashi and like give it Kingdom Hearts treatment is essentially what they've done here. And this was $8.99, which is not a bad price. So really happy to grab that. And the last things that I got was actually went into a GameStop and picked up a few things. I managed to find a DS game that was complete, and that's very hard to do, and that is the Mega Man Zero collection. I've been kind of looking out for the Mega Man Zero games, but they're all around $10, $20, something like that, and this one, I don't remember what the price was on it. I think it was around $20. No, it was a $17.99, but they were doing a buy two get one free sale on Wii and DS stuff, so I think this might have been the free one. I also got the Punch-Out reboot, which the employee that I spoke to, I've spoken to him several times before. He had nothing but good things to say about this, and I really enjoy the original Punch-Out. I don't have Mike Tyson's yet, but I do have the original Punch-Out, and I've played that. And if this is anything like that, I'm definitely going to enjoy it. This is nice and complete and very nice shaped. They did a really good job with this. Stylizing the graphics, making it look like Punch-Out, but then it's also its own game, and it has a very unique personality, which I really like. So I'm looking forward to giving this a go, definitely. And the last for the buy two get one free is Fortune Street, which is kind of a take Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy characters and throw it in a Mario board game universe. Really interesting. This is the first game of the series ported here, so I've seen it everywhere, and I just had never really thought much about picking it up, but I saw it there and it was part of the deal, so I got one of these games for free, and they're around $20 games, so I thought that was pretty decent. I definitely want to give this a go. It seems like it'd be something that I could play with my friends at like a party or something like that people could get into. That's not too over the top. Like really, the only party games that I have right now are Mario Kart and the Dokapon Kingdom, and no one's gonna play Dokapon Kingdom and Mario Kart. People get angry at each other, so maybe this will be a good reprieve from that. We'll see. And then I also picked up, just on the side, I picked up the Core Gang. This is a game that definitely, it was like in production hell for a long time. It was in production for like 4 or 5 years, and it really didn't turn out that great, honestly. It's kind of a curiosity. It's a platformer, 3D platformer, a decent one. It's not fatally flawed or anything like that, but developers changed hands, and over budget, time constraints, rushing, staff changes. I mean, definitely suffered from, you know, change-ups in development, and it's really hard to find for me. I've never seen this game before in any like GameStop or anywhere else. So I was really just glad to be able to pick it up, and I'll give it a shot. I mean, again, it's not supposed to be horrible, but just another kind of interesting game to add to the Wii collection. I'm definitely I definitely have most of the Wii games that I want. There's some more like really obscure games that I'm looking for that are just kind of rarities more than anything. The only big game that I'm missing is Metroid Prime Trilogy, and I'm just, I'm waiting for, garage sales, for people to start selling off their Wii stuff on garage sales, and eventually I think I'll come across a copy, because I know they're not that rare. I mean, they're hard to find, but I think I'll be able to find a copy for a decent price. And maybe with the re-release, maybe the original Steelbook price will come down too. Who knows? But yeah, guys, that was my Pick Up Some Packages video. Lots of cool stuff, lots of really great games here. And I hope to be doing Pick Up and Packages videos more regularly now that work has slowed down, and I've definitely got myself kind of stable here. So just really glad how things are going. Everything's been going really good up here, and I'm just really happy that I finally get some game hunting in. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope everybody's been well. I've been kind of away from the community for a little while. Big shout out to Rusty. Been chatting to him about a lot of stuff, and just been a really good friend, really good guy to talk to lately, so really appreciate that. And yeah, that's it, guys. So thanks once again, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon with another Pick Up Some Packages video.